Hello, everybody on YouTube, Google, and in our community. Welcome to a checklist for a perfect Christmas, Judith the Blahnik. And we're doing chapter 4. Christmas at home alone can be dreaded or welcomed. Either you don't want to be alone and are uneasy about having Christmas by yourself, or you absolutely look forward to the whole experience. The factor common to both is that without family and familiar routines, holiday activities can be very difficult to think about, let alone plan and pull off. On the other hand, celebrating Christmas alone can be the most self-affirming time of your life. A profound gift of personal growth for many people, the first Christmas alone is an opportunity to find out what the holiday really means and what makes it worth celebrating. Hi, Admiral. I'm going to remod you. Everyone was unmodded. Just go to my first horizontal video. It's the only one under videos main channel, and make a comment. So there you go. Everyone was unhighlighted. You're back now. Standard. For many people, the first Christmas alone is an opportunity to find out what the holiday really means and what makes it worth celebrating. Planning for a Christmas alone requires as much thought as with planning with a large family. You need to be organized. Otherwise, you'll be buffeted by the demands, pressures, and pleasures of the season, all of which are truly inescapable. Christmas commercials bombard you on radio and TV, internet, giant ads take over the daily papers, catalogs cram your mailbox, shop windows are elaborately decorated, friends and neighbors are full of Christmas conversation and invitations, office parties abound, and people on the street look expectant, excited, and even desperate. Ignoring or sliding through Christmas actually might take more energy than creating a Christmas plan for yourself. Look at how much effort Ebenezer Scrooge put into ignoring the holiday. I've never counted the number of bah humbugs he barks and grumbles in the Dickens classic A Christmas Carol, but it is a relief when they are replaced with giddy merriness. The Home Alone plan. Sometimes a person simply wants to go along with the pull of the season to be still and quiet at Christmas time. I have done it myself, but retreating from the public and exuberant world of Christmas must be as well thought out as plunging into it. If you want time alone for Christmas, you must give it to yourself, set it aside, plan how and where you will see it, value and protect it, and most important, communicate about it. Remember, during the Christmas season, we all try to be altruistic and supportive to each other. Those close to you, who are probably imagining that you will be part of their Christmas, deserve to know that you're taking off to the cabin in the mountains for a private retreat, or to Nepal or the Galapagos Islands, or that you'll simply be unplugging the phone for a few days. It's a good idea to connect with loved ones before you retreat, cook for friends, hand deliver gifts for parents and close relatives, devote some time to special people in your life. Then go ahead and luxuriate in your time alone. You'll find that if planned with consideration for yourself and others, a Christmas spent by yourself welcoming winter can be a very rewarding private experience. Sometimes Christmas alone comes as a result of a particular circumstance. A move to a distant city might make it logistically impossible to be with your loved ones. If this is the case, take time to sit quietly and think about how best to celebrate the Christmas passage. I spent one of my first Christmases away from my California hometown in New York City, where I was struggling to get my writing directing career going. I had neither the time nor the money to fly home. Apart from a little homesickness, I wasn't particularly sad about it at all, but I didn't quite know how to celebrate on my own either. I was poor and basically alone. Whatever I did, I knew it couldn't be extravagant. I sat down one day in late November to write down my memories, as described previously, and discovered 3 cherished memories of my past Christmases. 1. Shared adventures with my family, taking a cabin in the mountains, going tobogganing and skiing, taking road trips to surprise unusually unsuspecting relatives. And 2. church, I sang in the choir as a kid and loved the liturgical preparations and all the Christmas processions and rituals. 3. The Christmas I learned, it's more blessed to give. My dad came home a few nights before Christmas and told us that he had met a man who had no job, little money, and 7 children. My dad asked us kids to go through our toys and games and give him what we didn't want or could part with. We wrapped our offerings that night and my dad delivered the gifts anonymously. After a few minutes, I had 3 good ideas. First, I thought about how I might be able to have an adventure with my family and make it a Christmas present. I decided to take them around New York City with me during the holidays via tape recorder. None of them had ever been to New York, and I benefited from having a reason to get out and explore the city. We went to Times Square to see the lights and to Rockefeller Center to watch the skaters and see the huge tree. The day I went there, 100 tuba players were on the ice playing Hark the Herald Angels Sing. I talked into the tape recorder constantly, trying to describe everything as it unfolded. I discovered that New Yorkers generally exhibit one of 2 responses to behavioral extraordinaire, such as a young woman, me, talking into a black box. They either ignored me, probably suspecting that I was a bit off, or they couldn't resist getting into the act. There are 2 men in Times Square, for example, who insisted upon saying hello and Merry Christmas to everybody in California. We continued exploring, going everywhere. Central Park, Tavern on the Green, the Metropolitan Museum of Art. I described the bare trees surrounding the museum, the colorful banners high over the sun-drenched steps, the hot dog vendor in the stream coming from his cart, his gloves with no fingertips, and his hat that made him look like a Victorian street character. Once inside the museum, I took us to the huge tree and carved crochet in the medieval room where beautiful carols played softly and people spoke in hushed voices. I whispered descriptions of everything. The large and elegant angel ornaments, the figurines around the bottom of the tree that depicted an entire village of people surrounding the stable where Jesus was born. The excited faces of the shepherds running with small lambs slung over their shoulder towards a bright light shining upon the stable and manger. Upon Mary and Joseph standing content amid the commotion. In between my recorded adventures, I didn't try to do it in one day. I found a small church in Greenwich Village, St. Joseph's on the 6th Avenue, where I felt instantly at home. I chose to attend services each Sunday of Advent and volunteered for the Meals on Wheels home delivery for the next 4 Sundays. My memories were beginning to resonate and create for me new shapes of Christmas in New York City. Close to Christmas, I made chili and cornbread and shared it with my next door neighbors, Mike and Michael, who had been very helpful getting me settled. We trimmed the tree, which didn't take long since it was about 18 inches high. I invited my neighbor on the other side over on Christmas night for the smallest roast turkey I'd ever seen. We ate and laughed and planned our futures. If you're alone at Christmas, you have the unique opportunity to shape any kind of holiday you want. You can reach out and create extended family by volunteering in a soup kitchen, in the YMCA Christmas tree lot, or joining in on a neighborhood caroling walk or community sing-along. Every year at Greenwich Village's St. Luke's in the Fields Landmark Church, the West Village Chorale sponsors just such a caroling walk. Sometimes 200 people show up from all over the city, whole families, single people, groups, and individuals. Even pets are welcomed. People split into several groups to walk through the village, caroling restaurants, homes, shops, and bakeries. About an hour later, everyone gathers back at the church for much more full-hearted singing and hot drinks and cookies. Hello, Christopher, welcome. Planning tips for a home alone Christmas. Plan to do the things from your own experience that are particularly remember and love about Christmas. These are your anchors as well as your entryways into the season. Make an Advent wreath, hang Christmas cards on the door, make fudge and cookies on Saturday before Christmas, take a ride to the country, go ice skating on Christmas Eve, Pick one or two and don't do anything you do not fondly remember. One woman I know, no matter where she is, goes to a Messiah sing-along to get herself into the Christmas spirit. Do something for somebody else. For example, check in on an older neighbor and offer to run an errand. Reach out to somebody else who is alone and offer to cook. Do some handmade Christmas suggestions. Volunteer to serve Christmas dinner at a soup kitchen or shelter. Plan ahead for the downtime that may occur. There are books you want to read, projects to accomplish. Now's the time to do them. Keep holiday entertaining simple. For example, have friends in for soup and cider and tree trimming, exchange small presents. Make a tape recorded, videotaped Christmas greeting for your loved ones who can't be with you for Christmas. Keep track of time on the audio or videotape. Don't let it run too long. Plan to take an adventure, ice skate in the park, go horseback riding, take a winter hike in the park. Check local papers for listings of neighborhood concerts and events and join in. Checklist for a Home Alone Christmas, November 1st to 7th. Write down your memories. List the elements of your perfect Christmas. Decide how you'd like to spend Thanksgiving and Christmas and whom you would like to include. If you haven't already told them, and especially if you know they're expecting you, tell your relatives and friends that you'll be spending Christmas on your own rather than joining them. You might want to share with them the reason for this decision: money, job, responsibilities, travel, personal retreat. Make a general list of all the tasks you have to do before Christmas: shopping for gifts, groceries and miscellaneous items, entertaining, mailing packages, baking, cleaning, decorating, buying the tree, making travel arrangements. If you'll be traveling, make all hotel and car rental arrangements and the other arrangements. Confirm plane and train reservations. Decide on a spending plan for the holidays, including gifts, decorations, entertaining, and travel. Make your gift list. Include any gifts you want to make: cookies, jams, and crafts such as wreaths and ornaments. Call local churches and hospitals or other charity organizations to find out about upcoming craft fairs, cookie fairs, caroling walks, open concerts. Christmas tree lots. Think about participating or, better yet, volunteering your services. Better still, get a couple friends to volunteer with you. Now is also the time to collect pine cones, acorns, and branches for decorations. Collect baskets and containers for gifts from the kitchen. Shop for materials and begin to make crafts such as wreaths, ornaments, and cards. November 8th to 14th. Plan a supper and a tree trimming party for neighbors and friends. Make a guest list and menu ideas. Invite people by phone or internet, email, etc. Hang a special November-December calendar and fill in set events: concert dates, office parties, the start of vacation, deadlines for gift shopping and mailing, and any other social commitments or travel dates. Buy or make Christmas cards. If you're planning a party that requires caterers, book them now. Shop for gifts. November 15th to 21st. Write and address Christmas cards. Look around your house or apartment and imagine a few decorations, autumn branches for Thanksgiving, candles, wreaths, garlands, and the tree for Christmas. Get any decorations out of storage and check them over. Make a list of what else you need for decorations or entertaining. Buy needed tree decorations, stock up on stamps, wrapping paper, tape, mailing boxes, and envelopes and gift tags. If you're hosting Thanksgiving dinner, shop for all non-perishables. If it's potluck, let guests know what to bring. Complete craft projects. Hello, Terrifier. Welcome. It's the wrong platform for that. You're welcome here if you want to subscribe, though. November 22nd to 30th. Call a nearby church or scout troop and volunteer a few hours in the Christmas tree lot. Order gifts from catalogs. Decorate your home with autumnal branches, sprigs, corn swags, dried flowers, branches, autumn mums, or a bowl of green apples. Buy the fresh goods for your Thanksgiving meal. Set aside a special Christmas corner for wrapping paper, gifts, and decorations. Complete your gift shopping. Start baking Christmas gifts. Buying the needed tree lights and or ornaments. December 1st to 7th. Mail non-perishable gifts. Mail perishable gifts by December 15th. Keep your gifts simple and warm. Don't try to make up for your absence with expensive gifts or complicated gadgets. Send warmth, gloves, caps, flannel, shirts, PJs, bath powder, cookies, cakes. Mail Christmas cards. For best selection, buy your tree now. Store it in a cool place in a bucket of water. Apartment dwellers will have to wait. Make an Advent wreath and place it somewhere central. Hang a wreath or swag on the door. Hang outdoor lights or window trim lights. Plan your Christmas dinner menus and or assign potluck dishes to guests. Stock up on non-perishable supplies, wine, paper, plates, and napkins. Complete baking gifts and freeze. Complete craft projects. December 8th to 14th. Wrap gifts for friends and mail. Decorate indoors, garlands, Christmas cards, candles. If you haven't done so already, buy your Christmas tree. Decorate cookie ornaments. Order any special food for Christmas dinner. December 15th to 21st. Buy fresh greens for swags, door wreaths, and bouquets. Have a tree trimming party for friends. Deliver gifts to neighbors, friends, co-workers, and teachers. Stock up on non-perishable ingredients for Christmas meals. Stock up on extra goodies, snacks for unexpected guests. Buy or pick up turkey or ham. December 22nd to 31st. Complete all gift wrapping. Check Christmas wardrobe. Do a final cleanup of house or apartment. Firm up plans for after Christmas. Relax by going to a movie or taking a drive in the country or a walk through the neighborhood. So stay tuned for Chapter 5, The Traveler's Christmas. Thanks for joining us. Everyone be well. Bye.